We have a good one here. We're already inside the action. We have David T going up against Wesley. I'm wondering, can I turn this quality up a little bit for you guys? I appear to not really be able to. Okay, nonetheless, this game for a whole lot of money and two very good offensive players here. David T actually is going to play a little off meta, which is going to be surprising, but he's starting with the defense. And we have Wesley, used to be known as Wesley G, used to be known as Joe Rice. Now just goes as Wesley. He's been Wesley for the past like 5 years. Starting on offense in the Falcons uniforms. Now, what we're going to see here is that Wesley's going to do a lot of bunch X nasty, audibling into the trips tight and flex. One thing you're going to see Wesley do every single play is audible of some sort. I'm not talking about just, audibling plays, but rather actually flipping formations a lot. Notice right there, even he comes out bunch right, he flips into bunch left. He comes out in bunch right, he flips into trips tight end. This is one of the easiest things that you can do right now to your game to give you just to make what you're already running, to make the schemes, to make the plays that you're already calling, to make them just a little bit better. And this just it adds a little bit of stress to the defense, right? Because they never know what you're gonna do, what you're gonna audible to. Right here, if you're David T, you can actually see what play Wesley's coming out in or what formation he is. But you don't know if he's about to flip. You don't know if he's about to just snap the ball. You don't know if he's going to audible. So something that is a really good strategy that you'll see a lot of the top players use. That sometimes is that little difference maker in drives throughout the game. It really, really is. Right here, we're going to see an audible into level sale. Here, I have some chapped lips, so sorry if you see me licking my lips. Okay, he likes the idea of Pat sale or of level sale out there. Interesting. And real quick, if you guys want to score more touchdowns, play great defense, and just win more games and make Madden more fun for you, you need to check out my website, civil.gg, and join over 1,000 active members who are using my exact schemes that you see here in all of these videos to win more games. We have detailed offenses and defenses that are perfect for any skill level, and over 96% of our members say that since joining, they've actually won more games. On your screen right now are what actual civil.gg members say about civil.gg. So if winning is something that you want to do, make sure you head over to civil.gg in the top of the description, and right now you can use code CivilP, and you'll immediately unlock everything we're doing on the site for 30% off. And now, back to the video. Now, we talked about this in the game yesterday. Abram was in this defense. We see David T also in this. We're in the 3-3-5 odd show blitz. We're trying to get this guy coming free. This guy will be blitzing a lot too. If you have my issue with this blitz, and it seems like when you have protection for it, it's cooked. That's at least what happened yesterday because Lambo started picking up Abram's 3-3 odd, and it never, ever came in. And this is just something that, man, ooh. A lot of people don't do this. And it's just a nice little add-on to a really good play. So this is a play from Bunch X Nasty Lions play, which is an RPO motion. This guy's on a wheel. This guy's on a little out route, and then it's an RPO inside zone, okay? You stem this guy up. So now he's not an out route. You stem all the way up. He's essentially on like a super deep out route, but you're trying to throw him as a streak. Then you also have the ability, if they don't respect this flat, just hit this guy in the flat. It's something that people started doing recently. It's been cool to see because this is really, this Madden, last Madden was really revolved around RPOs that were kind of taking advantage of pretty poor game logic. That right there is less about that and really just spacing the field, like really just putting a lot of defenders in conflict. Like that's really what that comes down to. So just an interesting thing, a little bit of a meta change, right? And now we see the check into the bunch, I'm sorry, into the trips tight and flex. Again, he's in the Lions playbook. He's going to go. Is he going to keep this auto motion? I don't think he does. No. Okay. See here, drag underneath. I've been talking about it a lot recently, boys. And I mean, these drags, you got to think about why they're so good, right? Think about him coming across right here. Okay? You could throw him here. 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 There's so many different areas where a drag can be thrown, and it's all at the very lowest level of the defense, which is an area that a lot of people don't want to defend, especially when the goal line is right here. A lot of people get stuck trying to defend this goal line. They give up right here. They're able to squeak into the end zone. Watch right here. Watch the drag. You got to be comfortable throwing drags. I think drags from the slot or from the tight end position are just so good. Watch this right here. Boom. Yep. Easy touchdown for the people's tight end. David T now on offense. He's in the Giants, I think he might be in the Giants playbook too. I'm not 100% sure on that, but he's in the gun Y trips nasty. Look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 people on this side. Now, this is kind of common. You'll see this happen a lot, but usually it's out of a bunch formation, right? This guy's here, and it's a bunch formation. He's doing this instead of like bunch strong nasty, he's in bunch trips nasty. So we have a slot wide receiver here, and it's going to create some pretty cool stuff that we've actually never seen this before on the comp scene, at least as long as I've played, in terms of actually being used as something more than just like a gadget, right? Immediately, you see that switch. Oh, he's gonna get the ag right there. Gonna get the ag. That's one of the things, dude. You ever want to see the power of the switch stick? Obviously, it doesn't work out for him right here, but this is why the switch stick, when you get good at it, it can be such a difference maker for you. It can be such a, like, you just got to add it to the arsenal, right? You got to be doing it if you're not doing it right now, because this is a wide open throw. Everybody's throwing this ball right here. You switch stick here, boom. Easy little play right there, able to make a play. Now, ideally, you're able to get a pick or at least, knockout. But, hey, certainly not the end of the world right there, getting that. And if you're David, that kind of puts a little bit of pressure on you, I feel like. Now, one of the reasons David really liked this is because it's RPO read Y flat. And this is I talk a lot about power plays and constraint plays. This is one of the best constraint plays in the game, where essentially you're running something that's super low risk. It takes pretty low effort on your end to run, right? Like some of these pass plays, you got to be on your A game. With something like this, it's pretty straightforward, right? And we'll watch him call it a few more times throughout this game. And it just forces the defense to have to do so much just to respect this one little thing. Throws the corner out in the seam. That's a hard read to make. Good dot by David right there. And let's see who goes to. And notice he's keeping his trips to the wide side of the field. What is this? He's going to the RPO. Again, RPO read flat. This time, though, he's throwing it. Wesley actually switch sticks onto Cam Chancellor. He might make a play right here. Oh, I'm curious if he does. Shoot. Oh, almost. That's scary. Good play by Wesley right there. Good play. That's tough. I'm wondering if we'll see. Let's see. This time, trips to the right side. He's going a little basic corner route concept. Notice something here, right? Corner streak. Might have a flat underneath there. We didn't get a chance to see that. What you'll see here, though, is that David T, what's he going to do? Oh, almost a switch stick, and Wesley knows it, too. It's like a playing with fire, low-key, David is. He's taken a lot of the meta route concepts that we see every single day, and what's he doing? He's applying them to a different formation that gives him an advantage, or that he feels like gives him an advantage with that RPO read Y flat. That's such a big deal, right? Had that flat, missed the flat, goes instead to the halfback streak, gets it down a second inches, and his halfback is having some issues getting up right there. Hate to see it. Y off trip's nasty. So he's being off meta, but again, it looks like he wants to be because he thinks it gives him some kind of advantage. Probably again, like I keep saying with the RPO read Y flat or RPO read. Yeah, it's RPO read Y flat. A lot of people like to be off meta for no reason. You can't. Let me rephrase that because it's bad by me. That's incorrect by me. If you're trying to win games, you cannot be off meta for no reason. If that's the goal, to win games. Fun? Heck yeah. I've done that many times. But if the goal is to win games, you cannot be off meta for no reason. David, in this case, though, being off meta, trying to take advantage of a little bit of something, and then adding in those same meta route concepts. So, and my question for you, I'm curious, actually, because a lot of people hate the meta. Does this count as being meta if he runs a different formation but runs the same concepts? If it doesn't count as being meta, why? I don't know. Just an interesting thought. I'm not saying either way. Touchdown right there. RPO read flat wheel. Easy dot. Little high ball, toe drag, swag. Let's skip ahead to where Wesley gets the ball. Usually I'm able to download these, and you guys don't have to see like the YouTube player stuff, but here we do. I wasn't able to download this one. I don't know why, but nonetheless, we're here, and Wesley with a short gain right there on offense. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. His goal is to just score points. Really, the clock probably isn't playing any factor at all in his head. It definitely isn't. Y'all watch this edge pressure. Comes in almost free. Does not, though. And that's one of the things, dude. I see a lot of people get spooked by pressure that doesn't actually come free. Even I right there got spooked. Watch this right outside backer. The way he kind of like shoots in, I'm like, oh, he's in. Wesley, though, trusts his protection, sets up protection, trusts it, and guess what happens? It gets picked up. A lot of people, the reason you can't just assume the pressure's coming in, you can't just like have that happening where you're in this mental game with yourself, is because you have, if you're stuck with the pressure coming in, you're never going to get your eyes downfield, right? You're going to be looking to see if it comes in. It's the same reason why you can't, lab blitzes in game or like watch to see if your blitz is working in game or something. Because if you are, then your eyes aren't on the routes developing on the field and you can't use or switch stick. You know what I'm saying? Your eyes always have to be on what's actually happening downfield on these pass plays, which means trusting your protection big time. right there. Again, the protection gets picked up pretty easily. Goes to a return route underneath. You guys know if you've watched this channel at all, I'm a massive return route fan. I've been a fan of them for a few years, but this year they've really taken over. Um, the return routes are these zigs that are flipped, basically. Some people call them flip zigs, backwards zigs. I call them return routes. Uh, Nonetheless, so, dude, I can like feel myself. I can like hear the noise from me licking my lips. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They're dry. They're chapped. I don't know what the deal is. I will get it looked at. I promise. I will get that damn thing looked at. All right. Flipperooski to the right side. Notice every single play is flipping, adding a little bit more pressure. David now checking into the 1-4-6, though. I'm guessing what he's going to do. 1-4-6, similar enough to $3-2 or dime 3-2, rather, where it might be a little bit of a loop right here from this guy, one way or another. Let's see if I'm right, if he's just going to mimic that same concept. And he does. So once again, we see David T in an off-meta formation, but mimicking a very similar concept. Goes high ball, dot, Randy Moss, touchdown. Was that just cover 2 on that bunch side? Let's see. It was. No switch stick or anything. Would love to see a switch stick up here peel off, but just kind of a tough situation to be in general. Kind of guessed the wrong play. This game's tough defensively, man. This game's tough defensively. The best thing, the best coverage in this game against bunch is really having like a backside quarter. So like imagine the bunch to the right. Well, then on the left side, you have an inside quarter. Well, for that coverage to happen, for you to have an inside quarter right there, you need someone outside of him, obviously, or else that inside quarter is going to get bombed to the outside. So therefore, you need an outside third or outside quarter on the left side. So that's 2 deep zones right there just to get that really good inside quarter off. Then what happens on the right side? Well, you see what happens if you just go cover 2 on the right side, you get bombed over top. Or you can't go cover 3 on the if you go you can't go cover 3 on the left side because then you'd have 4 deep blues. That'd be stupid. Or you go cover 4 quarters, which then just give me a bunch of stuff as well, just like going cover 3 on that side would. So I know I just said a bunch, but it's the defense in this game, it puts you in tough spots. That's the moral of the story. That's the moral of the story. That's a yap session I just had. Defense puts you in a tough spot. Zig not there. Had the out route maybe. Goes post route. David T with the incompletion. He's thrown at this point in the game. If you're Wesley, I actually feel good. If I'm him, I'm like, okay, he's thrown a couple times near my switch stick. That throw right there was weird. It was like, I think he's gonna throw a book, right? This is like very classic. You watch me playing Gauntlet, and someone's like moving the ball, and you hear me saying, he's about to throw one. He's about to throw one. Like he can't keep getting away with these reads. And they're not even necessarily the worst reads, but they're just scary, right? And it's hard to make a living off scary reads in this game, especially in this big of a tournament situation. Notice right there, Wesley just did exactly what I was talking about with that backside hook or backside inside quarter. This might have been I'm not sure, but this guy, watch what this guy does. This guy's dropping. Wesley sees the post. He switches onto Kirby Joseph, takes the post away. That's why that thing is so flippin' good, because it's going to do a really good job of getting to post routes and crossers and other things coming from that area. Or if they try to attack that seam quick with the slot wide receiver, inside quarter just takes that away entirely on his own anyways. So backside quarters, really, really good. If you want a basic one, call cover 9 with auto flip on. You'll always get it, right? Then just shade your coverage underneath or something so you don't match. You'll always have that. As part of a new scheme we just dropped in Civil GG, actually. A little defensive. I call it a mini scheme, but what does he do right there? Once again, David T now going to a very meta route combo, if we can get the rewind back correctly. Again, apologies, I couldn't download this. But what's he going to do? He's going to go drag, post, speed out, streak. You know what that's really similar to? What do you think it's really similar to? It's really similar to bunch strong. You know that bunch strong route combo called Durham, where they go streak, drag, post. Imagine this guy's in closer though, and this guy's in closer on a wheel. Very much the same idea. Very much the same idea, dude. I'm telling you. He's able to take advantage of it right there. Yo. Tough read though, honestly. That's tough throw. Tough throw, because you could pass lead that bad. You could pass lead that very, very bad. David T, looking good. I am feeling good. My 64 ounces of water. Drink water, damn it. You guys might be, we all might be Madden degenerates, but we will be hydrated. Look right here. Bunch Y flex. He's going to go drag, return route, right outside the screen, streak, post. We've seen this route come a million times on a bunch and other bunch formations. We're going to see it right here. Yeah, you guys kind of see how that's going to set up. Gotta watch return route. No pressure comes screaming in, though. I don't like dollars, or I don't know why they changed the name. I don't like Dime 3-2. I really don't think it's great. But right there, it does scream. There, it definitely does. Or I guess it's not even Dime. Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's my fault. Never mind. I'm dumb. I'm a fat idiot. I'm a fat idiot. Goes back to a little flood to the right. Goes post. That's a tough read. That's a tough read. He's able to hit it, though. That's a good, as an open ball. You just have to know what you're doing. Because you have that defender underneath it. Where, like, I'm a little bit scared to throw that. But there's a reason I'm here in the booth. And he's there making billions of dollars. That's how much Madden players make, right? Billions? Unfortunately, it costs trillions to have a MUT team, so you are at a loss. Inside zone, though. Gain of 4. Interesting. Now does he go to the RPO read flat? Looks like Wesley. Wesley in a spot, though, where he will get ball. He should be able to get ball, you would think. These are fake hot routes. No, they're not. I'm a dumbass. He just made 50 hot routes. Okay. Manned up that tight end. So Wesley actually was predicting the RPO read Y flat. Manned up the tight end. Just end up not being that. Hits Randy Moss on a little curl route. So now we're in the red zone situation. And what does he go to? Quick snaps it. Notice that he, like, when you call a play like this, it's like, it's a gotcha play, right? It's I hope you don't know how to stop it. And I hope you didn't set up defense for it. Because it's not a ton of a major skill gap read with this, like some passing plays are. He goes to a quick, gets a quick throw, gets the look he wants. Bang. Easy touchdown right there. And this is one of the big reasons why he's in this formation. As he almost, honestly, like, you'd like to see that tackle get made because he has angle. That's why he's in this formation, because it gives him the ability to go to a kind of gotcha style play very quickly, very easily. Wesley on offense here now. There's 2:22 left in this half. If you're Wesley, you really should run the ball right here. Or you're going to go horizontal passing attack. I think that's what he's going to do right here with the flat. Yes, he went corner route as well. But yeah, goes to the drag underneath. Nothing wrong with that. Able to pick up 2. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning, which is what you have to do. Wesley in a spot, though, where he is kicking off to begin the half. He wants to make sure that he ends this half off with the ball, right? With scoring, essentially, to go in. Don't score right now. Give David a chance to answer back and then get ball out of half. Don't let David, double dip the chip, as they say. Take your time here. I'm even surprised he's going to a pass play right here. Just because if you're David, I think you play super aggressive here. And David sends some pressure, ends up becoming free. Goes to 3rd and 8 now. But really, a run play right there, let's say run play ends in 3rd and 8, or even 2 yards back, let's say 3rd and 10. That's ticking this down to 130. Wesley still has plenty of time to score a touchdown if he wants to, or if he can. There's the zig right there. Bang. Gets the diving animation. Actually dives over a defender. You're seeing a lot more of that, which is something that I haven't added to my game, but I see a lot of people doing. Those, like, kind of dive forwards. And seems like people seem to like him. So it's something to keep in mind right there. It actually pays off because he could have gotten tackled short. Clock is underneath 8 seconds now on the play clock. Love to see that. And we're going to see that post route get open. Bang. Another year, even with the switch stick in the game, best route combo is a version of post slant. A variation of post slant, I should say, with the return route. And then the post route from that tight end. Wesley in the Lions playbook again, right? He's calling a lot of that motion Y post when he needs to. He's calling a lot of bunch X nasty as well, though. He is, especially this place, like smash return. He likes this quite a bit. And no, he's actually going, this is a smash return. This is that play Y option pivot, I think. Interesting. See what happens here. 2nd and 10. Clock did get stopped right there. Which is honestly, I feel like it's not great clock management by Wesley. But maybe he feels like, honestly, at the same time, though, if he scores a touchdown, it'll be 50 seconds. I guess now. Oh! Wesley with the bad, dude. I mean, I repeat this all the time, dude. People will make bad reads. This is a bad read by every standard. This is not a good read. maybe no click on here, you're able to throw. I just think it's a really forced read early into the game. Not early into the game, but like a lot of time left in the game. I don't know. Ends up throwing a pick. Not even to the dude who got switch sticked onto. I'm telling you, man, a big part of your defensive scheme, and this is what so many people struggle with. You have to make people work. And making people work isn't just making them dink and dunk, because that isn't always working, right? You have to make people work by making them take their second read, take their third read, right? Identify what is it that they want to throw, make them get off of that read, right? That's not open. They have to go to that second read, the third read that most people just aren't comfortable with. And then have a little bit of pressure, right? Have the ability to heat them up some. That's why I love my 2-3-6 defense that I run a lot, because it has the ability to heat people up, has a lot of coverage. I can do a lot of things out of it. Let's go now. David T gets ball at half. And he has ball right here, 48 seconds, 3 timeouts. Really good spot for him. You can motion snap out of Bunch X Nasty, by the way. That loop blitz almost comes in free. Good defense by Wesley. He's going to throw this pigskin away. Okay. Now David T going back to the RPO read flat. Nothing really there. By the way, if you hear me call him David T, that's like what his name is always. He just put David here, I guess. I don't know why, but he literally goes by David T. Like he always has. Nonetheless, 36 seconds. He's got 2 timeouts. Really, honestly, just pushing to get into field goal range, right? You know, it's interesting where when they took out the runoff in the game, or they added the runoff into the game and for comp, they it really changed a lot of these like 2-minute scenarios. Oh, there's another example of like David, like Wesley really actually has gotten David quite a few times with the switch stick. It's just like it's been weird. Like that right there, I would call that Wesley getting David. It's just Wesley didn't really commit all the way. Kind of got a weird animation. David was able to pass lead kind of away. But there's been a few of them where if you're Wesley, you're a little annoyed because you've gotten close. You've definitely gotten close with them. Now I see the looper gets picked up pretty easily. Not really there. You go up top. That time David finally has the patience for it. Able to score a touchdown with 23 seconds left. Gonna be tough for Wesley to get any kind of points here with this little amount of time. We'll see what he's able to do. Skip ahead just ever so slightly. 19 seconds. We have Wesley on offense after the kick return. Let's see anything there. He actually could go up top. I thought he had square up top, low key. Goes juke move, goes spin, goes timeout. Okay, 14 seconds. He's got 2 timeouts now. He needs 11, 5, 6 to 18-ish yards to get into field goal range. You would feel a lot better if you got some kind of points here, Wesley, here. Right, we gotta watch this tight end seam wheel. He's going flat. He's going seam wheel. Really need to make sure if you're David, you either man this thing up with somebody, or you have a hook curl right there, or you just muddy it up with your user or something, and Wesley misses the read, because this could be bad if he goes there. See if maybe Wesley goes away from it potentially. Yeah, it looks like he's going to. I actually think this route combo makes it really easy to user it though, and yeah, it is. He goes to the drag though, backside, which is the other option if they user it. So Wesley doesn't mind that. Gets him into a very close striking distance of field goal range. Needs about 6. Maybe not even. Let's see. Halfback angles. I think I'm going motion Y post right here. Slant, return route, post. We're hooping. He's going to go tight end in. I don't love it. He actually has it, and he gets it right there. He's got to go down, though. He's got to go down. 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 That was almost dumb. That was almost really dumb. I guess maybe he just was trying to break it. I got spooked, though, I'll be honest. I got really spooked. All right. He cuts it. So, good way to at least finish it for Wesley. But David up 4 with ball. Really good. And we're going to skip to just after halftime. These halftimes are kind of long, honestly. Let's see where we are right here. Beautiful. We're back. There's some college football tournaments going on if you guys are interested in that, by the way. See what David starts out with. Hopefully, what you don't want to see him do is get too conservative, right? Trying to almost chew clock in this drive. You got to get points. You got to get points. You got to get points. If you can milk clock while you're running your offense, beautiful. But I almost want, I would say absolutely no thought on clock right now. You just gotta score. You just gotta score. Make Wesley keep up with you and let the game drip down like that. Kind of a little bit more naturally, right? 2nd and 5. I mean, he's going a lot. He's done a lot of stuff attacking with this corner routes on this side right here, whether it's from this guy or this guy. And then we see this guy on a streak or a post quite a bit. The issue with this is that you gotta be so careful with this guy on a streak and this guy on a corner route or this guy on a corner route. of this deep blue defender. If the Wesley can anticipate this correctly, he can switch stick to him and then cut that ball off. We've seen that happen close a few times, similar things, but you could anticipate the switch stick and be ready for the intercept or be ready for that the bomb to be given up essentially. Right there, we actually saw Wesley switch onto that deep blue for like a split second, then get off of him. Let's go. Randall Cunningham is the QB for both these guys. Goes inside zone. So one of the things that I think is underrated about this, I think David's actually a little bit of a genius for, is what's one of the main ways that it seems like Wesley's trying to stop this RPO read flat. He's taking his user, throwing him out here so that this reads like really weird, right? It's scary. Well, if the user's out here, you know where the user isn't? Right there, right inside zone. Block, 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 right? These guys are able to go downfield. Like this is actually begging for an inside zone. And you know what David T does? Inside zone, able to hold the blocks, able to get really good yardage with Icky. And that's where it's tough for Wesley because like that's how you want to stop it is just get your user involved over there. But if that inside zone's doing a good job, it's tough. Now there are ways to stop this RPO read Y flat, but it's really a thing of like if you can do it inside the confines of your defense, or if you just have that little piece of knowledge, because kind of like it is one of those gotcha things. Like it is. If you just don't know how to do it. It's like playing a blitz you never played before. If you don't have protection for it, gotcha. Good luck. You know? 2nd and 1. Would probably see inside zone right here again. He's gonna go, yeah, I mean, he hands it off on the RPO read Y flat. Ends up getting enough yardage there for the first. Yeah, this is if you're Wesley, you're starting to get a little bit scared because it's almost like not scared, but like this is a new facet of David's offense that you haven't really seen in this game yet. That it doesn't seem like you can stop, like you don't know how to stop it. And this also ruins, by the way, what can this guy do? If this guy loops or if this guy loops, touchdown. So now you almost get rid of your blitz threat too, because again, this guy loops or this guy loops. Well, that's not gonna help against inside zone at all. So it's like, oh, you kind of have that on your mind a little bit too. And that's what David T's. He's just gonna go back to inside zone right here. Able to pick up a good gain. He's almost milking clock just as a result of what he's doing on offense right now. And he's able just to cook. Just able to move without really having to do much. And again, that's where you see like something like Bunch Strong Nasty has similar-ish alignment, but doesn't have that same play. That's really, really good. And right there, touchdown, right? Now he's able, I'm curious pre-snap if David saw something. Let's see, where does it, watch 54. Where does 54 go user-wise? Yeah, so he never moves his user down. He was moving his user down all the other plays, didn't move him down in time right there. Quick throw. Now, I will say Wesley almost got there. That's close, but not close enough. David T touchdown. On a drive, by the way, that's one of those drives that I'm not going to sit here and say David didn't have to try or do anything, but he made the game really easy on himself in a game that's incredibly high pressure and incredibly hard, and in a game where he's made some more questionable throws, more questionable reads. So he's lowering the amount of like really good plays he has to make, right? With that touchdown drive, he might only have to put together one more struggle drive, score the touchdown on that, and win the game, rather than having that be a struggle drive and then having to do another one after that. It's just tough to do. So that's interesting. That's interesting. That's where if you can ever make the game easier for yourself, absolutely something you want to try adding into your arsenal. I try to tell people, man, it's like, how can you beat the meta? What can you do to beat the meta? And right now, that is what David T is running with that Y Trips Nasty. He is beating the meta with that. We're going to see Wesley go into level sale, which I don't actually know why he likes this. I mean, it's like, fine, I guess. That's scary. That step up right there is scary. Notice, so I will... yeah, I don't... Man, the 3-3 odd blitz, I don't love. Fine. I think it's fine. I don't love it, though. I don't know. Watch him. Oh, no motion snap. Okay. I thought we would see a motion snap. Inside. Oh, Gunslinger. One of the worst parts about this game is that Gunslinger's broken. Been broken all year. You randomly get overthrows. That was not a free form, and he got the overthrow on it. Unfortunate. Flip of the Bunch X Nasty. Super deep in route right there. Gonna act as a clear out, though, basically. Sure. Why not? Has a flat. Not gonna throw it, though. Gonna throw corner route on the sideline. Got it. All right. Wesley is moving here. You can go a little flip probably. Yep, there it is. Every single play is doing it. Gotta watch. If you're Wesley, watch out for pressure right here. Watch out for pressure right there. Only sends it off one edge. Corner route. Yeah, we'll throw a nice little dot ski. Audibles to the trips tight end now. Has that wheel. Watch what happens right here. The wheel gets open late. Users right here. We're going to have a throw right around here. Let's see. So David. Oh! So he tests. And part of me is maybe a little bit surprised he tested that. Like, watch right here. David's user in this deep blue, right? I think he gets switch sticked onto him. So he's going to take this streak all the way. He sees his wheel breaking open. Wesley waits a little bit too long to throw it. It's kind of a long throw, a little bit, maybe not as fast as he'd want. David comes down super hard, is able to pick the ball, and now he's got ball on his own 5. And think about it, David, the way his last drive just went, it was actually like a pretty, like, he was able to shoot. He could shoot more if he wanted to, right? Wesley doesn't really seem to have an answer right now for the inside zone RPO read Y flat combo. And even after that, it's like, now if you're David, a big part of your game, right? And again, like, you're trying to score. But now a big part of your game is you got to be trying to milk the clock a little bit. You want to end this game. The best thing for Wesley is this game taking a long, long, long time. So for you, you're trying to end this game, right? He's going to go back to a very meta route combo right here. We've seen this a million times just out of a different formation, right? Boom, boom, boom. I've seen this billion times, billion with a B. Greek right there. Good switch stick. This guy was a flat zone that got switch sticked right here. Good job by Wesley. We have a tough throw here. He's going to be able to throw it, though. Watch it click on Ag by the tight end. Click on Ag. That's huge. So many people don't do it. It can be a difference maker, man. You let that ball come to you as opposed to you attacking the ball. Huge difference maker. Turns on the chew clock. And every first down for David is such a relief because he knows first down, he's just handing that ball off or he's throwing that flat. I wouldn't be surprised. I actually think you're at a point for Wesley where depends how comfortable you are with the playbook and all that stuff. And he might be doing it right here, where you have to almost check into a different defense on first down, knowing that David's going to run the ball or run the RPO and just say, please pass. Like, beg him to pass. Especially, again, you're Wesley. David's thrown a couple of close ones. So it's like, just please pass. And yeah, that's what you actually see. Wesley's in a double mug right here with that intention of like, please, like, just stop the run. Please, boys, we got to stop the run. I don't think this will, and it doesn't at all. Lucky dive tackle. Yeah, lucky dive tackle. If you're David, just go back to that same. If you're David, just go back to the run again, right? Just go back to the same inside zone, I would assume. That's what I would do. 1,000,000%. Yeah, especially moves that guy out again. Now he's going to hop on that safety. Probably just go back to the same inside zone, I'll be honest. No, he's going to pass. Okay, 2nd and 2. Pass play. Drag underneath, back the other way. There's those pesky drag routes. That's going to take us to the 4th. Winner of this game will play Lambo. We have a full breakdown on that one. We just dropped that yesterday when you're watching this. So boom. Put your 4s up. Everything for David right now. Just milk. Keep moving the ball, right? You're very close to field goal range to make this a full 2-possession game, right? Right now, obviously, it's 2 possessions. But like, that'd be a 14-point game. Your chance of losing that are just very, very slim, right? Very, very slim. You're about 6-7 yards away from that field goal range. I'm not 100% where the kickers can kick right now, but you're getting close. Go inside zone yet again, probably. As you go RPO read Y flat. I think you just go inside zone. It's safer. Inside zone. Yup. And he's getting, ends up getting stood up by the safety. That's not the worst, though. That's really not the worst thing ever. That gain. Gain of 3. Now only a few yards away from field goal range. 2nd and 7. You'd almost want to say, like, part of me is like, dude, 3 passes, you'll pick up a first, right? Just don't throw Stevie. Keeps the clock moving. Will get you underneath 3 minutes. First down here gets you underneath 3 minutes left in this game. That's huge. Go back. He loves this route concept, bro. Flat, bang, 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 bang. Really good. Really effective. He's running it. He's ran out a ton. Post route. And really what he's done a really good job of is he's done a great job of anticipating and throwing that tight end post. He's got that down super well. He's thrown it in some different areas. He's thrown it in some different situations with having to come back to it, having to rack it, yada, yada, yada. Right there, he throws it right on the break. He recognizes where that thing's breaking into. And it's just really going to, like, it's anticipation for that throw previously. That's what that is. Now, even right there, right, sucks that you didn't gain 8 yards, but 2nd and 11, milk more of that clock, right? You get this play, assuming this play's in bounds. This will take you underneath 3 minutes. Puts Wesley in a very tough time spot. This is being good inside zone defense, I will say, but now Wesley's just like, you gotta make up pass defense right now. You have to. Might send pressure. Not sure he does, kinda. Doesn't get much of it though, but he does force a throwaway. So that's huge. Does force a throwaway, so that's a big deal. All right, 3rd and 11. This is a huge, huge, huge chance for Wesley. We actually haven't seen David throw this speed out yet. That'd be a crazy. We have not seen him throw the speed out yet this game. This would be a crazy time to pull it out. I think it's going to actually be open. It is. Oh, he missed it, though. Oh, I think he was staring down the tight end post. He missed it. Not the worst. I mean, he's going to kick the 3, right? Go up 14. But he had the speed out. That's a tough thing for Wesley to defend in that situation. You have to kind of like see it coming. That is tough. Wesley with ball right now on his own 29. We missed 1st and 10. It's fine. 2nd and 10. Bunch to the right. Guess what he's going to do? He's going to go bunch to the left here in a moment. Flips the bunch. Bunch left side now. Quick snaps. Pressure, pressure. If you're David, you're okay with that, dude. Keeps the clock going big time. I swear the runoffs in this game are, I don't know if they tuned them or something, but whatever. 220. Each player has all 3 timeouts, has a flat, misses a flat, goes instead in the middle of the field. Honestly, you'd rather see Wesley hit that flat because then he'd have a chance to get the ball. Oh, he gets a spike off, though. Okay, never mind. Never mind. You can get that spike off pretty fast. Oh. Okay. There we go. He's going for a shot. He hasn't called this all game. So there's these plays in this game that have these like weird seam streaks. And if you stem them all the way down, they look like this that you see right here. Put a streak on the outside. You can bomb different coverages with it. We'll see if he gets the time to, and if he gets the coverage look to be able to do it as well. I'm not sure. Let's see. Pressure off the edge a little bit. Makes him roll out. Not really there anyways. He's just going to scamper for a gain of nothing really. Or I guess a gain of 4. And gets us to 3rd and 6 underneath the 2-minute warning. So there's essentially a timeout that's gone now. Clock stoppage. Flips into a trips time of flex. Has to get a touchdown here. You have time, right, with the 3 timeouts. You'd like to score before 120 or so. There we go. Boom. I'm curious if it's the spike right here, if that's faster, or if it, no, okay, it's just a call play. All right. I was just curious. I actually think a spike would be faster if you just don't care about 1st down. He would have already spiked it with like 8 seconds ago and then could have set up this play. Yeah, it definitely would have been. Oh, that's late. Got it. Oh! That's that seam wheel I was talking about earlier. He finally goes to it. Here it is. He throws it right behind this guy, right in front of this guy. The user's right here, not able to get there in time. And then the player's just kind of, yeah, there's, okay. So it throws it over this guy. The switch stick's right here, actually. I mean, David did a really good job with the switch. Boom. Goes for the pick. Gets a behind him animation. Primetime misses. And just like that, Wesley's going to be down. I hate this go for it. I know there's an analytic behind it or something. And if you've watched me, dude, you know I'm an aggressive player. I think this go for it's nuts. I think this go for it's absolutely nuts. Adds more pressure to the defense, to the other player. Like, I guess. I don't think that's, I don't know. The idea of me going for it right here, not getting it, getting a stop, and having to go for it again and not getting it is nuts. Like, it's absolutely nuts. Like, now he's in such a hard spot. Like, for as much pressure as that would have put on David had he gotten that, the pressure he just put on himself, on top, like, I mean, his probability just went down so much because now he needs to get a stop, and he needs to get the 2-point, and then he needs to stop David again too, obviously, if David has enough time with the ball, you know. So Wesley's gonna opt to kick deep, not gonna go instead with the potential onside. That's definitely smart. You don't onside that right there. David does return this. I do think returning this is smart. You're in a spot in the game where every second, like if you lose this game for David, it probably is at the final second. So any singular second you can drip off, even right there, even by losing a few yards by not taking the touchback or whatever, I think you do. I think you start this off in the inside zone as well. If you want to go RPO read flat, you can. You just gotta be careful about throwing that flat. You have to. Yep. Boom. Throw like that's. I think that's nuts by David. I think that's nuts by David. He's definitely made way worse reads this game than Wesley has. I think Wesley made like one questionable. David's made a few. That was bad. That was bad. Now, especially with that stopping the clock too, which that almost could have been. No, never mind. I was gonna say almost could have been a backwards pass, but it wasn't. Um, Flat. Okay. All right. But like that saved Wesley a timeout too, which gives Wesley more hope. I just think throwing that ball was nuts, man. I think throwing that was nuts. I think it should have been a pick six. I don't know what more Wesley could do with his user. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Watch a looper right here. Got a looper on the edge instead. Actually came in. And that is GG's. What happens here? Oh, we'll watch a 2nd and 10 again. 2nd and 10 just goes to the flat route late. Able to hit it. Almost a bad animation for Wesley right there. I can't lie. Almost got like the bounce off animation. Now let's go here. And what we have, I think it's just hard flat on the outside. I think hard flat, deep half. And that's actually, that's what happens, right? Yeah. Yeah, that is. Yeah, and it's actually a coverage that he really hadn't ran all game. Wesley hasn't. And he gets it. That's a easy clock out now for David. He's just going to kneel the ball out. That's GG's. You guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Shout out to David T for making it to a finals. He's never done that before. I think he knows he didn't play great in that game, though, truthfully. He's not dumb. He's a cool dude. But I mean, I think he had a great scheme. I think he had a phenomenal scheme. And his scheme is what genuinely saved him in that game because he got free yards off having the RPO read flat, free touchdowns off of it even, and free yards off the inside zone. Again, free, maybe not the right word, but you definitely understand what I'm saying. Props to him, dude. Great game.